Good evening. This is the first time we go live with Breakthrough Equi Coaching. There's been a lot of talk around talking about why. Why are we doing what we're doing? And so I thought for me, it's a passion just now to promote the well-being of horses. It's a passion of mine to promote equine-assisted coaching, equine-assisted therapies, equine-assisted learning, and the benefits that it can have. But it's also a passion of mine to support the horses whilst they're in that process, and how we can bring them to also being standing as a professional within a team. So I've been asked by Ilka, very fortunate to be asked by Ilka, to present T-Touch as a way of supporting horses in the synopsm. And the synopsm is called Horse is a Horse, of course, and it will be taking place in Germany on the 11th, and it goes through to the 13th of July this summer. So I'm really, really happy to be there. In my experience, I had started with working with horses in 2007, part-time and full-time at a manege with dressage horses and horses of in the direction of recreational dressage, I would say. So I got experience of different kinds of horses there. One of which was an incredibly sensitive trotter, and I could stand doing groundwork with him, and he could pick up on any intention, not even just body language, but thoughts I was having. So I could change my thoughts between let's have a lazy day and woohoo, we're going out tonight, and it would change the whole output of what he was doing at that time. So I was thinking about that as I went into equine assisted coaching, and thinking how he was a very sensitive horse. How can I support these horses that are sensitive in the therapeutic process, but also, just because he's an extrovert horse, showing that he's taking this information in, does that mean to say that horses who internalize outward stimulation, what are they doing with all that information? It doesn't mean that because they're not extrovert, it's not affecting them in some way. And how can I read that better? So to support my equine assisted therapy work, I went into looking at Tellington T-Touch for horses, and that was developed by Linda Tellington Jones, and she wrote, her first book was on physiotherapy for horses, for sports horses, and that was in the 1960s. So she's been ahead of her time for quite a few different aspects. And so T-Touch is a system of not just supporting horses, but supporting ourselves and supporting other animals, using a system of cellular touches on a skin level, groundwork exercises, and ridden exercises. And the fundamental, I'm trying not to get too geeky because I can get really nerdy about explaining it all. The fundamental basis is that a posture, the way that we're standing, or the way that horse is standing, or the way that a dog is standing, nobody is symmetrically built. So in some way you will take more stress in one area of your body than another. And if we can help a horse help him to find his own balance back, then it's my belief in using this system of T-Touch that we can help horses stand back into being balanced within their body. And when they're balanced within their body, they're feeling good. There's more connection happening in the right and the left hemisphere of the brain, and so that way you're empowering them back into being the best feeling and the best being and the best acting that they can be in a therapeutic session. So on one side, the T-touch for me, I believe, is helping their resilience and their well-being, but also helping them to step back into a place of being a professional in the therapeutic session. It was from Robin Hood, sister of Linda Tellington Jones, and she had once said in a training that to help a horse get back to a position of where he can make positive decisions for himself. And I think, what a great position to be in. We're trying to help our clients to get to that space. We're holding a frame. We're letting them experience so that they can get back to standing of making those decisions. We make our own decisions. Our partner standing with us makes their own decisions. So perhaps by looking at horses differently, we can allow that for our equestrian teammates too. I'm really, really happy to be going to the synopsm because I think that it's a time for horses and our knowledge of horses to not to be shaken up, but just to peel back our own layers of what we thought we knew, and to look at different ideas and different pieces of information that are not suppositions but actually working, and on a biological level and on a cognitive level. So I'm really, really, that's my why. I'm really happy to be going there and bringing the horses back into a stronger standing of being professional. I'm thankful that you're listening, and I hope that to see you at the synopsm, and if not, please feel free to contact me with any questions that you have. Okay, have a good evening. Bye.